What's up, everyone? Got ourselves an interesting post today from the Neville sub. It's called Tread Lightly. I'll keep this short. Every time I do not obsess about manifestation and get into a very nonchalant mood, I manifest huge things. The list of things is very long, but I will tell you the things I manifested this month only. To be very honest, these happened effortlessly. 1. Multiple dates with SP. 2. Invitation to a very private dinner with my country's foreign minister. I'm from quite a big country, by the way, so this was a big deal. Frankly, this was a passing thought. He was the only politician I liked, and I just wanted to attend an interview in person. My SP managed to get me to have a dinner with him and a one-on-one tete-a-tete with him. And 3, manifested a Cannes win for my close friend. So Cannes is the city in France, the Cannes Film Festival. It is very famous, and of course, every year that they do it, they have all these galas and these, all these famous people and wealthy people attend these events, right? So she just won the Best Actress award in Cannes, a first for my country. That's the point of this post. The minister won. I just thought of it once and it came about. It wasn't really something I was hell-bent on. It was just something nice to think about, but I didn't really give it too much importance. I would not be sad had it not happened. Then it happened. It is more about reducing the importance of things in your life, which does the trick. Key factor. The actress won also. She had a long-time dream to become an actress, and last year she got a chance to act. This was her debut performance, and everyone in my country is wondering, how does a girl win the Cannes in her debut performance? She told me she really wants to act. None of us thought that the film will ever be selected for Cannes, as it was an independent, offbeat, low-budget film. Even when it was she and I were happy that she is just in the competition. Of course, she wanted to win, and I told her that she will, but we were chill even if she doesn't, because the Cannes selection itself was a big deal. Also, this is her first movie, so she has some time for a win as opposed to other veteran actors in the film who have been wanting a Cannes for years. The veterans wanted it more. We were grateful she gets to walk the red carpet for her debut film. We wanted her win. I wanted her to win, of course, but we didn't sweat it at all because we were already grateful for whatever happened. She became the first person in my country to win the award for acting. If that isn't history in the making, I don't know what is. So yeah, it was all really easy breezy. So remember, don't sweat it. Tread lightly, my friends. It's all about the energy you give out, and nothing is beyond our reach, only if we believe. Life is a play. Treat it as such. Edit. Since people are asking for more details over chat, let me tell you, both me and my friend, we have quite a middle-class upbringing. We do not come from wealth or privilege in the classic sense of the term. Vibrationally, we are abundant, of course. She has no godfather in the industry or heavyweight connections to the mainstream cinema of the country. She was just an art director, and they are treated quite poorly, by the way. I have absolutely no political connections. I was just discussing politics on a date with my SP, since I do follow them quite a bit. I told him I just like this particular minister from the party, and immediately he whipped out an invite to a private dinner with that minister, which happened to be on Tuesday. The date I was on was a Saturday. He got the invite from his school friend, whose dad is an industrialist, who invited the foreign minister for a private tete-a-tete. SP's friend invited him because he didn't want to be bored hanging out with the oldie. So we went, smoked a J, and I met the dude a little high. Life is fun. Yeah, so people are talking about, I do this more easily when I'm in this carefree mode. I swear, been obsessing about my SP and trying to meet him was so difficult last year. Bloody hell. I manifested meeting the foreign minister was way easier than my SP. This whole thing is a paradox. And my friend is just a debutante actress in an offbeat film and won the Best Actress in Cannes. Wild. Yeah, that is wild. That is really wild. Life is hilarious, and I completely relate. I was able to manifest stuff appearing out of thin air, but not a text from someone. It really just boils down to the obsession/resistance. As soon as we can nail that part, we're done. Yeah. Yeah, I can relate to this. So, okay, I'll read this last couple comments and then I'll talk. I keep saying the moment you become neutral about it is the moment it happens. Not fake neutral, but truly neutral. When you're there, you'll know. And that's what I always talk about, guys. It's in that middle state right here, being neutral. Not being overly excited, not being, fearful, avoidant, thinking that you're not good enough, all of those things, all those worries, doubts, but the neutrality. So when it happens, you'll be happy, but even if it doesn't, you're still okay. There it is again. It's just that idea of like, yeah, I'm good. It doesn't really matter. I don't need it. I'd like to have it. I'd like to have it. I'd want it, but I don't really need this thing because I'm already good, Circumstances don't matter on energy. Thanks for the reminder. It's so sad how people spend money, 3,000 hours of YouTube videos when all you have to do is just be okay without it. It's been the former and the latter. It's not easy, but truly is the only way. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I think that a lot of the times, reading these success stories is really inspirational. A lot of the times we need that little impetus to get us motivated again, to get back into that state of neutrality, get back into that state where we just feel good. Because we do get sometimes bogged down by the 3D, bogged down by the external circumstances that are not to our preference. And so we need to be gentle with ourselves. We need to allow ourselves to go through that, but then come back into that state of neutrality, which again can be done. There's so many different ways you can do it. You can practice robotic affirming. You can do meditations, go into a meditative state. You can, script out, journal, go into the gym too. That's a great way to get into your body and out of your head. There's just so many ways that we can do this, but I also think, one thing in this community that is not really, it's kind of like overlooked and downplayed is like actually just taking a bunch of action. What you notice by taking tons and tons of action, in it, obviously you don't want to do it in this really desperate way. That's an important distinguishing factor. You want to do it in this neutral way, ideally. But the important thing about taking action is, let's say that, for example, making YouTube videos, right? You start recording tons and tons of videos, just putting out more and more videos. Well, naturally, from the course of you just doing it a bunch, you are naturally going to dissipate that importance. It's going to lower naturally because now you're just creating so much output that each single video doesn't weigh so much, or each single thing that you do doesn't have so much weight behind it, because now you've done so many, you're going through the motions so many times that it naturally lessens that importance. And I think that's an overlooked thing in this manifesting community, is the ability, and you see a lot of people that come from a more self-development background. They talk about this. The ability to just take massive amounts of action towards your goal is going to release the importance. It's also going to put you in the direction of that goal. And yeah, you might have times where you're holding on like this. You might have time, but through the course of it, you're eventually going to be much more like this about it. And I think that it's also a very powerful practice to do that. So there's actually a guy that I like his videos. His name is like DJ, I believe. I'm gonna see if I can do an interview with him, because he comes at this entire thing from a point of view that I actually resonate with a lot, which he says, that to be in the state of the wish fulfilled, you have to embody that state. And embodying the state means doing different things, means doing the thing that you have been putting off. Like, let's say that you're supposed to be writing a book. Well, now you're going to be the version of yourself that's writing the book, that's going to just sit down, write pages every single day, even if you don't feel like doing it. But now you're becoming that version of yourself through embodying it, through embodying the traits, the behaviors that character, that version of yourself would engage in were you a prolific author in this case, or whatever it is that you are going for. So anyways, another interesting take on this idea. But with that being said, guys, much love as always. Drop this with a like. Hit me with a subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.